It is confirmed without a doubt that Pakistan is guilty of the massacre that occurred in Pahalgam on April 22nd. If it wasn't evident from all the events leading up to that horrific attack on tourists, it is now clear Islamabad has a heavy price to pay. Evidence number one, Hashim Musa. Who is he? He's a former Pakistani para-commando. He has been identified as one of the 4 terrorists involved in the massacre in Baisaran, Pahalgam. Yes, you heard that right. According to reports, the former Pakistani soldier has been identified as one of the culprits behind the brutal attack on 26 unarmed civilians. The Jammu and Kashmir police identified the terrorists and released sketches. As you can see on your screens right now, 2 of the assailants are Pakistani nationals, while 1 a South Kashmiri resident. And they conducted extensive reconnaissance for the terrorists. The identified terrorists are Hashim Musa, also known as Suleiman, Ali Bhai, alias Talha, both from Pakistan. The third has been identified as Adil Hussain Thokar, a resident of Anantnag. And all 3 have a reward of rupees 20 lakh placed on them. But Hashim Musa, he has been identified as the key conspirator behind the attack. Investigations into the terror conspiracy have confirmed that Musa is a former para-commando of the Pakistan Army's Special Service Group called SSG. According to media reports, Musa is a hardcore terrorist affiliated with the Pakistan-based terrorist organization Lashkar-e-Toiba or LET. Remember, LET is the same outfit that was responsible for the 26/11 Mumbai attacks in 2008. Reports indicate that Musa was sent by LET masterminds to Kashmir on a specific mission, a mission to unleash terror attacks on non-locals as well as Indian security forces. And now, reports also say that it is possible that Musa was loaned to the LET by the Pakistan Special Forces, like the SSG. We know that para-commandos of the SSG are highly trained in unconventional warfare and specialize in covert operations. They are trained at handling sophisticated weapons, hand-to-hand combat and navigation skills. According to Indian reports, Musa's background in the Pakistan Army, which has now been confirmed during the investigation, suggests the involvement of the Pakistani ISI in the attack as well as previous strikes in Kashmir. The investigation is being carried out by India's National Investigation Agency, NIA. The NIA has already reportedly questioned 15 overground workers or OGWs identified as key suspects in the Pahalgam terror attack. And some of the incidents include October 2024 terror attacks in Gagangir, Ganderbal, where several locals and a doctor were killed. And also on the attack at Butapatri in JNK's Baramulla, which resulted in the death of 2 army personnel and 2 army porters. Now, coming back to Musa, he has been emerged as the common perpetrator in these 3 attacks, all these 3 attacks that I just listed out. The local terrorists involved in the Gagangir and Butapatri attacks, which are Junaid Ahmed Bhatt and Arbaz Mir, they both were also trained in Pakistan. But they were then neutralized in different encounters by the Indian security forces in November and December 2024. But Musa seems to have continued with his terrorist mission, and that is to spread terror in the valley to target non-locals in Kashmir. If that wasn't enough, Pakistan-based cyber actors have once again failed in their attempts to breach Indian cyber sovereignty after facing challenges in accessing important national networks. The Pakistani hackers, they have now shifted their focus to welfare and educational websites. Websites of Army Public School Srinagar, Army Welfare Housing Organization and APS Rani Khet. All these schools and organizations also came under cyber attack. But all 4 sites were quickly isolated and restored by the Indian Army's cybersecurity framework with no impact on operational or classified networks. But Pakistan has continued to violate the ceasefire at the line of control for the fifth consecutive day. Pakistan has resorted to unprovoked firing. The firing since last Friday now seems to have spread from Kashmir to Jammu region as well. And this is hardly a surprise to us. Pakistan has a long history of exporting terror and denying its involvement. Who can forget when all of this started? In 1947-1948, Pakistan sent tribal raiders into the princely state of Jammu and Kashmir back then, triggering the first of 4 Indo-Pakistani wars. Then, during the 1971 Indo-Pakistan War, which broke out during the Bangladesh Liberation War, the paramilitary wing Al-Shams was involved in atrocities against Bengali nationalists, civilians, and religious and ethnic minorities, alongside the Pakistan Army. The hard fact is that the Pakistani establishment has aided and abated terror for generations, and each time, despite the evidence, it has brazenly denied its role. And now, it's high time for Pakistan to answer to the global community. Why do terror groups like Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Toiba continue to roam freely in Pakistan? All their leaders do is engage in warmongering despite knowing that Pakistan has lost all wars with India in the past. Which brings us back to the situation we are facing today in Kashmir. The Indian forces have intensified anti-terror operations. Raids have been conducted across several locations to target terrorist hideouts and individuals connected to terror activities. The investigation into the Pahalgam terror attack has reportedly revealed the involvement of a local network of OGWs and terror facilitators in South Kashmir who guided these terrorists to attack 26 unarmed civilians. And it seemed to have been arranged their logistics as well, including shelter and possibly transportation for the weapons used in the attack. Along with the confirmation of the roles of the Pakistani terrorists, the Indian probe agencies, they're also questioning OGWs, and all this suggests the involvement of more Pakistani terrorists. Reports also indicate that the coming operations in the jungle surrounding Baisaran, where the attack took place, have reached an advanced stage. The Indian officials have just started, and in the coming days, more evidence of Pakistan's involvement will come out, and we will be closely watching.